Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Wasted Potential podcast. I am Caleb. This is Kellen.
What's up?
And this is episode 4 of the Wasted Potential podcast. Like I said, once again, just like last episode, we don't really know 100% what we're talking about. Just kind of going into it blind, but whatever. Makes it more
Just
fun, I
jumping
guess.
into it.
Yeah, so guess we'll just start right off. Kellen, it was your birthday this week.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Kellen in the comments. Even though
Thank
it's
you.
already going to be like a week after his birthday, but whatever.
Yeah.
Who
Might be
cares?
a little late, but it's alright.
How was it? Get anything good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We didn't really do too much. I had school that day and everything, so it was just a normal day pretty much. But I did end up getting like a drone with like a camera and everything on it, so that was pretty neat.
Noise.
I've been flying that around a lot and taking videos and pictures of everything.
Oh, is that
pretty
what,
cool.
you had a picture of like the sunset or something on your story. Is that what that was from?
Yeah, on my Instagram, I posted a picture of the sunset the other day.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I flew my drone up about 200 feet, and I was taking some videos and some pictures of it. It was pretty neat.
Nice. Yeah, you said like 200 feet up or whatever. I was like, what the heck? I don't even...
Yeah, I think it has a max height. Well, like, according to, like, laws and stuff, you can't go above 400 feet, but I think it can go up pretty far. So
Nice.
I was flying it around and everything, and it was pretty neat.
It's pretty
And
cool.
it's, like, it connects to your phone, so even if you fly it and, like, you can't really see where you're going or anything like that, you can, like, use the camera to see where you're going, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I used to have something kind of like that connected to my phone, but it was a piece of junk, so it didn't really work very well.
Well, I used to have like a bunch of I forget what they're called, but you know those little like RC helicopters and like airplanes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a bunch of those, but
Yeah.
they all either like broke or something happened to them.
Damn. Stinks. Get anything else good? Do anything else? I don't know. You said you had school, so that
We
kind
got
of
a bunch of like pizza and chicken wings and stuff.
Oh, pizza and chicken wings. I had pizza and chicken wings last night. Yo,
We
chicken
got a
wings
bunch
are-
of different flavors and everything. So like we got like country sweet and like Cajun and a bunch of different stuff.
Where'd you get it from?
Main Street in Batavia.
Oh, dude. I just went there. Shoot, when did I go there? Oh, I went there. Yeah, I went there on your birthday. I got a calzone thing. Yeah, I went there with my girlfriend because you guys
Yeah.
share the same birthday. Just kind of
Oh,
dope,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Sweet. Let's move on then, I guess, since you don't want to talk about your birthday anymore. Many of you know that we are from like Section 5, athletics, all that kind of stuff. A lot of you guys, listeners, are as well. And they just, I'm trying to find the thing, they just sent out a thing saying that they are pushing all high-risk winter sports. Well, they're not really pushing. They're postponing them indefinitely. And that sucks, like a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess we will talk about that a little bit. Kellen, you wrestle, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, wrestling is kind of tough. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Wrestling's kind of difficult, but still, how does this, I don't know, how does this affect you, I guess?
I mean, I kind of expected wrestling to be canceled or at least postponed for a while. And like I was fully prepared. Like I said I was gonna play basketball. If they were gonna have basketball and not wrestling, I would have played basketball. Which I still think that we could have basketball. I think it's kind of weird that we don't.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, I understand. So
yeah, I do too. It's just, I don't really like the fact that they keep telling us that it's gonna happen and then keep pushing it back. You know,
Yeah.
it really, I don't know. It's really gonna suck when and if they do tell us that we can't do it and they actually cancel it. It's gonna suck because we've been led on this whole time. So that
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
sucks. But I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
of things. They have already. They canceled all state championships too. Forgot about that.
yeah, that's really dumb.
That sucks.
Especially for like swimmers and stuff.
Yeah, for swimmers and wrestlers and all those individual sports, I don't really. Oh, cheerleading too, and I don't really other winter sport championships. Not that our school has them, but gymnastics, indoor track and field. Those are all skiing, wrestling. Those are all really like more individual sports. So
And
that really
that's like the
sucks.
highlight of those
Yeah,
sports too. Is
yeah.
state.
Of those specific sports, individual sports, the highlight is always states or sectionals or whatever.
Yeah. And
So
like
that really sucks.
I missed the chance to go like watch the state tournament, but that would have been something that was really like a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah,
And I wish I got the chance to do that, but now I won't have it this year, so that kind of sucks. But
yeah. Well, I mean, before you would have had the chance to go to states, right?
I'm not sure if I would have gone to states, but I could have watched.
Was there any senior this year that could have gone to states?
Um, I don't think anybody would make it to states
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
year.
say I'm trying to think of who's on the team that is like really. I mean, you don't have to win states, but just to go
Yeah.
would be pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty
I mean, it's pretty
cool
it's pretty
experience.
hard to make it to states,
Yeah, I know.
honestly.
It's even
But
yeah.
I'm sure people could place at like super sectionals, which is like the state qualifying tournament. I'm sure people could place there.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not sure if anybody would actually make it to states unless
Yeah.
they got like a wild card, which you never know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like our sports teams and if any of them actually would have a chance to go to states and I just don't. I mean, we've
Yeah.
got a swimmer who probably could maybe.
Yeah.
Didn't he almost go? What was it last year? Where did he
Yeah,
how
I think
far
he
did he
almost
make it
won
last year?
year.
It was pretty close.
He won sectionals. I just
Yeah.
don't think he qualified for states with the time, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he could have this year.
No,
So it
yeah.
kind of sucks that he can't
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that really sucks. Other than that though, basketball, boys or girls, I mean, I don't know how good the girls are. I know that they were okay last year. I know they definitely lost some pretty good seniors though, so I bet that would be tough for them. Boys, we lost a lot of seniors. I mean, I could see us maybe possibly going to or winning sectionals if we were like, if we really tried, if we really worked on it. But states is, yeah, I feel like states would be out of the question. And anything else, maybe cheerleading. Cheerleading's always pretty good,
Yeah, cheerleading's always been
especially with this year's senior class.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, but. So it doesn't really affect too many people at our school, anyways, but it affects a lot of people throughout the section, and that just really sucks.
Yeah, but so you said that it's canceled indefinitely or postponed indefinitely.
Yes, it's
Is it
until where
the
let's
governor
see.
gives approval, right?
Yes, it is. The New York State Public High School Athletic Association announces the cancellation of all 2021 Winter State Championships and the postponement of all high-risk sports until authorization is granted by state officials.
Yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen. So
Yeah,
it's pretty much
I don't.
forever. But
Yeah. I have seen things about them possibly like pushing it back to the spring and
I don't
doing
like that.
a couple in the spring, but honestly, man, that would be terrible. Like
They have way
for
too many
some
sports
people,
in the
number
spring.
one, there would be a lot of kids who have to choose between one sport or another. And you would end up with hardly any kids on the team.
Yeah,
Like-
you. I'm gonna have to choose between wrestling, football, and baseball. So
Do you really
that
have
would
to
be
choose? You've
interesting.
never even played baseball though.
I played little league. It was kind of fun.
But
I
would
kinda-
you
I kinda
really
miss
choose if
baseball.
you had to choose between those three? Do you really think you'd end up choosing baseball?
No, but I don't think that's what it's gonna come down to. I think it's gonna come down to whichever team has the most kids who want to do it. That's what everybody's gonna have to do.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. I mean, I had said at the beginning of the year, like not the beginning of the year, I had said like the beginning of last summer that I was gonna play football. Like I wanted to play football, and then as it got closer and it got canceled, I was like, I guess I'll just play soccer. And then so I don't know if I would have actually ended up playing football if it still went on, but for me anyways, I would have to choose between track and basketball,
Yeah.
which honestly, man, might be like the hardest choice that I've ever had to make. Like I'm lucky enough that I haven't really had to make many like really big decisions, but that one, dude, I don't know. Like that's difficult.
Yeah. Fate of your life depends on
Well, no, but
it.
like for basketball, basketball's my favorite sport. I've been playing it for as long as I can remember. I love basketball, and we have a decent chance to be not too bad this year. But for track, I was like right on the edge of going to sectionals last year, and a lot of the kids were seniors, so they're going to be gone. So I could definitely make sectionals, and I'd have a pretty good chance to place or even win it for
Yeah,
my event. So I mean,
aren't you really good at like the jumping ones, like
triple
triple jump,
jump,
long jump?
triple
You do
jump,
high
yeah.
jump too?
I tried high jump only because our coach made me,
Yeah.
but because I'm one of the coach's stepsons, and he thinks that because of that I can just do any event on. Like he wanted me to do the mile one event. Like I didn't train for it, hadn't practiced it at all. One of my events got canceled because there weren't like enough kids, so they were like, we're just gonna cancel it, which was kind of stupid because I so could have gotten first place in it. All I had to do was do one jump, but and
Mm-hmm.
he was like, hey, why don't you run the mile? And I'm like, why don't you stop talking to me because I'm not running the mile. And he
Yeah.
was like, no, seriously, you're gonna run the mile. And then I'm pretty sure I like purposely missed it or whatever, and I was like, that sucks. And he
See,
was
that
pretty
was the
mad at
nice
me.
thing about track. If you really didn't want to do anything, you could just miss the event and like
Yeah.
come up with an excuse. But like, what are they gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they might make you run a little bit more in practice the next day, but nothing more than they probably would have made you do anyways.
Yeah.
But
Um.
yeah, I tried high jump. Wasn't very good at it. You're supposed to do it a certain way. You're supposed to go over it with like your shoulder and your back. I
Mhm.
did that for my first meet. I did it that way, and I sucked at it. And then he was like, I want you to practice it so that you can do it again." And then I just practiced it going over it head first, and I got a
Yeah.
couple more inches.
I
And
feel
then
like
he
that would be
wouldn't.
the easiest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, I feel like this. I was like, is this legal? Like, can I do this? He goes, yeah. I mean, that's
Dolphin
just.
dive.
He's like, I called it the squirrel dive. And I was like, is it legal? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to do this then. But then he wouldn't let me do it. So I was like, then I'm not going to jump. And he's like, fine, whatever. You win. But yeah, for
Yeah.
triple jump, I don't, I think personally, based on my jumps year to year and how hard, like what I've been doing throughout the off season, I think I have a chance to possibly win sectionals and possibly break the school record at it.
Mhm.
I guess we'd see. But that's the thing. Like, I would not be able to choose between those two. So hopefully it doesn't come down to that.
Yeah. I used to try to do like long jump and triple jump and stuff, but
Yeah, I
I
remember
just
when you
wasn't
ran.
cut out for
That was,
it.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
We're not going to be very good at track this year. We lost a lot of our seniors, and we
Mhm.
don't have like anybody who is actually like, it's going to be tough.
Well, I feel like it's always been tough for us.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Because track is, for those of you that don't know, track is an individual sport, obviously. You get your times and you qualify and stuff, but when you're competing against teams, if you get first place, you get like 5 points for your team, and then at the end of the meet, they count up all the points, and whatever team has the most points wins. And we have not been good team wise for the past couple of years. We've had
Yeah.
we've had kids go to sectionals or states or whatever, but we have not been good team wise in a while.
Yeah. Even though we have like so many kids who do it, we just don't have the kids who stand out. So.
Yeah. And that's we used to have a lot of kids go, and then like only a couple were like actually good, and now we're like last year because they split them up. You go as the team, but you really get split up into boys and girls. And last year we had the amount of kids on our team in total was less than the amount that most people like had in girls or boys separate.
Yeah.
So that was really tough too. But
Yep.
all right, so let's try to move on, I guess. We put up a questionnaire on our story. I put it up like last night, so if you did answer to it, thank you very much. If you answered like Saturday afternoon, then we probably don't have that one right now as we're recording, so we'll just throw it on the next one. But we did get one asking about our hobbies. Do you have any hobbies, Colin?
I mean, I think so, kind of. Uh, I mean, over the summer I picked up like skateboarding and stuff, so I guess that could be considered one.
Skater boy.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fun.
Kickflip.
Kickflip.
Kickflip. That's all I know.
Also, like my drone thing, that's pretty fun. I like flying around with that and like taking pictures and stuff. I want to learn how to get better at that.
Yeah, I feel like you could get some pretty dope pictures with those. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, like, people could pay me to do stuff or
Yeah.
whatever, so that would be pretty awesome.
yeah.
I'd have to get, like, my license and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
still be cool. And then, I don't know, I play guitar a little bit, kind of, occasionally.
Speaking. No, okay, go ahead, and then we'll come back to it. Anything
Okay,
else?
and then, to get really nerdy, I have, like, a bunch of Rubik's Cubes, and, like, I solve those a lot, and I think they're fun, so yeah.
All right, I was gonna go back to your guitar thing. God, how long have? Jeez, I'm trying to remember how long ago it was. Do you remember the first time you came over to my house?
Yeah.
And I had gotten a guitar from my great grandma like a year or two ago for Christmas or whatever. And he comes over and we didn't know what to do. We were just I just invited him over without really a plan.
We were chilling.
Yeah. And you saw the guitar and you're like, yo, I kind of play guitar. And I was like, I go for it. I don't know. And I had like a mini like electric piano thing too. And you just sat there and tuned my guitar with the piano for a good half an hour. And I
Yeah,
just sat on my bed and watched you do it.
I was
And
living life, dude.
it was the most awkward play date, hangout, whatever the heck you want to call it at that age.
Hey, we played with the Nerf guns too, right?
Yes, we did. And
That
we
was
played
pretty fun.
Monopoly. Yeah.
And now we have a podcast.
And now we
Look
have a
how things
podcast.
change.
Hobbies. I don't really have too many hobbies or too many things I consider hobbies just because I don't really have time to do hobbies.
Sure.
Basically at school all day, and then I mean especially during sports seasons I'm at school, go to sports, and then basically go home, and during the summer and fall and spring I work. But if I had to say hobbies, I mean I don't know, can you consider playing video games hobbies?
I
Is
guess
that a
so.
hobby?
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
I could call
something
that
to
a
do.
hobby. I guess I consider this podcast a hobby.
Yeah, true.
You know, I don't really know what the definition of a hobby is. Is there?
Something
Like a-
you do.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't know what is considered a hobby, but I guess I consider this podcast a hobby. Other than that, I don't really have too many other things that I do
Yeah.
in my
I'd
free
just
time.
be balling.
Just be balling. I was at the park
24/7.
balling the other day.
Really?
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I don't know what like our listener thing is like on here. I know we have like with Spotify, you can get like it'll tell you the age range or whatever. I don't know if you've looked at that,
Yeah.
but I don't know. So like 44% of our viewers on Spotify are 0 to 17 years of age, which doesn't really help us at all. Don't know why. Like that's
Yeah.
such a wide margin. Everything else is like 4 years, and then it's just that one, and it's like that doesn't help me at all. So I don't know like how young our viewers on here are, what grades they're in, but I absolutely have a very strong hatred for just most people that are in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. Very strong hatred for them. They're just annoying.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
I was at the park yesterday. I'm shooting hoops.
Shooting hoops.
And you've been to the park basketball court. It's got like a fence around it, and then there's a tennis court next to it that's got a fence around that too. And I'm looking over and I see a bunch of kids like on the other side of the fence of the tennis court, and they're like getting closer to the park and they're laughing and stuff, and I'm like whatever, they're just hanging out, right? All of a
Yeah.
sudden I shoot and I take a step forward, and an apple lands right at my foot and just explodes. And then these kids start running away. And I'm
Wow,
like,
Caleb,
what is wrong with people?
you're getting bullied by like middle
I
schoolers, dude.
was getting bullied by 7th, 8th, or ninth graders. Like, and I am like, it made me think, as a 7th or 8th grader, or even like a ninth or a 10th grader, I never, I never would have even had the guts to like look a senior in the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, did you kind of experience that too?
I mean, it wasn't too bad for me because like my sister was a senior, so I
Well,
kind
yeah,
of
you
like
had your
knew a
sister,
lot of the
and
people.
you also played football, and on football you like get to know the seniors a lot better, I guess. I feel like
Yeah,
because there's
like
not,
just to doing sports and stuff.
yeah, but I mean, I was scared of them. I don't know. It might
Yeah, I
be
mean
just
some of
me.
them were like,
Some of them were
some of
like
them I didn't want.
intimidating though. But like,
Exactly, yeah.
and now though, you've got these like kids that are waiting to get in the weight room from the middle school. They come up to the high school waiting to get in the weight room, and you walk by them, and they're like, "What you looking at, huh? Huh? What you looking at? I'm not looking at
Yeah.
you. Leave me. What's your problem, dude?"
I feel like we don't look like the seniors looked when we were in ninth
Oh no.
grade.
Oh no. Not
But
even
I
close.
don't think we looked like the ninth graders now. Like the ninth graders now look like they're in like sixth grade.
Exactly. They look so. That's another thing. Each year, like I feel like each year they just get shorter and shorter and shorter, and it's not because they're getting younger. It's just because they're not growing as much.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not even like they're short, which I mean, a lot of them are. It's like the way their faces look too. Everybody
Yeah.
just looks
They
young.
just look so young, and I mean, we definitely looked pretty young, and because we're in 7th and 8th grade. Like I go back at the pictures, like middle school yearbooks, even 9th and 10th grade, and I definitely looked a lot younger than I do now.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I don't think I looked that young. Like I'd look at it, I'd look at the pictures, I'd be like, yeah, that looks like a kid that's in middle school. You look at these kids and you're like, are
That
you
is
in
an
ninth
infant.
grade? Are you in 5th grade? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
It's weird.
Yeah. I don't like kids.
Yeah, me neither. But we've been thinking about doing some more like YouTube video kind of things, like not podcasts, but like actual videos. So I'm not sure if you guys would be interested in something like that. It'd be something that could only go on YouTube, not on any of our other like platforms.
I mean, we'd like kind of like advertise it, I guess, on Instagram.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't like, yeah, it'd only be on YouTube. It wouldn't be on Spotify or anything. And I know most of our listeners are from YouTube anyways. So that kind of,
Yeah. And I mean, we kind of have some ideas of what we want to do. We're not sure if people will like them or whatever, but we're just going to throw it on the wall, see what sticks. But if you guys have any ideas or anything like that, feel free to let us know. I mean, we take everything you guys say into consideration. So
yeah. Well, not many people say anything, so the ones that do, we kind of have to.
Yeah. But I mean, hopefully you guys are excited about that. I think it'll be pretty cool. We can
Yeah, we've
branch
got-
out and be more of like a channel than just a podcast.
I think one of the ideas we're looking to probably do before Christmas, hopefully, because it is a Christmas type thing, so that would make more sense. But definitely after Christmas, going into 2021, there's going to be a lot of new things coming. That's when we're going to start doing more things on YouTube. We're going to look to start doing more things with guests and expanding a little more too. So come in 2021, be on the lookout for a lot of new, hopefully exciting stuff.
Yeah. New era of
New
the
era.
podcast.
I don't know if you can call it a new era. The last era was pretty short. First
Yeah.
era was only a couple weeks, so.
It's alright.
Would you rather wake up in the middle of an unknown desert or wake up in a rowboat in an unknown body of water?
Oh
You
my
don't know
gosh,
if
dude.
it's- Huh?
I do not want to wake up in a rowboat in an unknown body of water. That is the worst thing ever. That's literally like my greatest fear.
That's your greatest fear?
I hate water. I would not be able to survive if I was like in a life raft in the water. No, I am dead. I don't know how people like survive that. Like, can you relate?
I feel like a
Because-
desert would suck too, though.
Yeah, but you're not gonna drown to death. Like,
Okay, but you're not going to drown to death in the boat either. That's why you have a boat.
yeah, but what if there's like a storm?
Oh, dang, you're right.
Like
What
Life
if
of
there's a
Pi.
sandstorm?
Okay. I don't know, dude. I just don't want to be. I don't want to like be in a boat. I just hate boats.
Would you rather be so afraid of heights that you can't go to the second floor of a building, or be so afraid of the sun that you can only leave the house on rainy days?
These are weird.
Yeah. I am afraid of heights, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Went
I
to
like.
I went to New York, New York City, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. Went up to the Empire State Building. Dude, it was terrible. Like going up, oh my god, going up was so bad. And then you get up there and you're like, holy cow, I'm so high.
Feels
And
bad.
like you get up to the ferry top, well, as high as they let you go, and you're like standing outside. And I remember I said to my mom, I was like, it almost feels like the wind is moving us. And the lady next to us goes, she like works there, she goes, oh, that's because it is slightly. And I'm like, excuse me? And she goes, yeah, we're so high up that the wind is slightly moving us back and forth a little bit, but don't worry, it's not going to break or anything. We've had winds up to like 80 miles per hour, and it's been fine. And I'm like, shut up. You should not have told me that. Like, I don't know why you said that.
Dude, we went up in a lighthouse one time when it was like super super windy. So like we were at the top and we were like outside and it was so windy. I thought I was gonna like fly off of it. It was literally so scary. I'm like walking up it like with the spiral staircase thing or whatever. It just seems like something's gonna break or something,
Yeah.
and I just don't like it at all.
I went to the Adirondacks, and one of the mountains that we went on has like this watchtower at the very top. So it's literally on the edge of a huge cliff, and then you walk up the stairs, and it's not super high, but since it's on the edge of the cliff, it makes it look a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah.
And like you're just like standing at the top, looking out the window, looking down, like the edge, like the support of this is like a foot away from the edge of this cliff. Like this does not feel safe.
Yeah. I mean, even like going to like Niagara Falls or something like that, that scares me. I mean, you're so far away from it that like it shouldn't scare you, but it
Yeah.
still like sketches me out.
Just heights, I'm not a fan of heights. Even like roller coasters I can do for some reason though.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind
I-
roller coasters
I've-
that much.
I've
But like
gotten used to roller coasters
yeah,
too.
but like water slides, like if you have to walk when you have to walk way up to like the top, I don't
Yeah.
like that. Like I have to stay in the very middle of the stairs. Like I can't go on the edge. Like
Yeah,
I have
that's
to
the
walk
worst.
up the very middle.
So
Or like
what
on the
are
inside
some,
of it.
What are some of your other fears?
Some of my other fears other than heights. We're just gonna add this in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Other fears other than heights. God, let's see. I don't know. Heights is like my main one. I guess I used to be afraid of the dark, but like everybody was as a kid.
Yeah.
So that one doesn't really.
Spiders?
I'm not really not that much, you know? Like I feel like I'm not one of those people that like goes to the zoo or whatever and like the reptile area like starts to freak out at the spiders or whatever.
Yeah.
But like obviously like if I saw like a big spider in the corner of my room, like
Yeah,
I'd be
I'm
freaked
freaking
out, you
Yeah.
know? But like I can like the little ones or the daddy long legs and everything, I can kill those like when those are in the house or whatever.
Yeah. But once it's
so
like one of those big ones with
Yeah,
like
once
the
like
fat
if
bodies
it was
and
like
stuff,
big, then I'd be
that's yeah.
like I mean, but like if I was like obviously like people are like, oh, I'm not afraid of snakes. Like no, but like I'm not either. But like if I was face to face with like I don't know what's the deadliest snake like a king cobra or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I was face to face with one of them, I would be like, no,
Yeah.
I'd be really scared. Obviously,
I don't get why people are scared of like the like garter snakes or whatever. Like those ones are
yeah,
fine.
those ones are. I
mean,
don't mind
they're
those
not
because they're not gonna
poisonous
do
or
anything.
anything.
They're not
Yeah.
gonna do anything.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been bit by a snake before and
You
just
got
been
peed on
fine.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
That
we
was
went to that.
hilarious.
Do you remember that when we went to that camp?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like underneath the canoe or whatever, and you picked it up, and everyone was freaking out. and then like peed on you or whatever.
Yeah. Weird.
I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not really. I can't do. I can't do horror movies.
Yeah,
Like
it
not horror movies.
depends.
Yeah, I can't really do horror movies like the ones with like them being possessed, like and
Yeah, those
like
ones
they're
are.
like backs crack and like ugh, I can't do that. I cannot do those. But I can do like if it's not realistic, I can't watch it. But if it is realistic, like a dude like murdering people, I can watch that just fine.
Yeah. I mean, like, if it's like The Exorcist or whatever, I usually just joke around the whole time to try to like relieve my
Yeah,
stress.
I know. Or you just snuggle with whoever's there.
Oh, expose me. It's
Exposing.
usually you.
It's
Wink,
usually me.
wink.
I tried to snuggle with you, but you wouldn't let me. Instead, I sat in the corner and played on my phone the whole time.
Should we rebrand this to the Snuggle Podcast?
The Snuggle Podcast. Dude, that was like the only time I've ever gone out to do something on Halloween. Oh no, we did go bombing that one. Bombing. I put that in quotation marks because we didn't actually do anything.
Yeah. I got bombed, remember? I got like shaving cream in my eyeballs. I like freaked out.
Yeah. We all
Fun
got shaving cream
times.
on us. It started out with like 4 of us, and then we
Yeah, and
ended
then a
up
bunch
having
of
like
people just joined.
20 people, which half of them, no offense, I did not want there, but.
Yeah, facts. I mean, whatever.
Do you remember the one house we like all went up, and like we were all covered in shaving cream, and she wouldn't give us candy.
Yeah.
We're like, but we want candy, and so we're like looking around, and you were like the only one that didn't have that much shaving cream on you. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go down the street. You go back up, and you get some. And then we made you go up, and you only got like 2 pieces.
Yeah, feels bad, but hey, it worked. I
Yeah.
played the pity card. I was like, okay, have a nice night or whatever, and she was like, actually, I'll give you some candy. I was like, yes. Just gaslit somebody's
Just-
grandma.
Yeah. Do you have any other fears? Like I don't know. Are you scared of heights?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, a lot of it, but whatever. I'm okay most of the time. But, like, there was this one time we were staying down in a hotel in, like, Florida or something like that. And we were pretty high up. You know how normally, like, the outside wall has, like, a couple windows on it or whatever?
Yeah.
The outside wall was entirely glass.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
It was cool, but we were, like,
But, like,
30
terrifying.
stories up.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't even go near it because I'm like, I'm gonna, like, break the glass, fall, and die. And, yeah. I mean,
Have you
Yeah.
have you seen those like where is it? I can't remember. It's like a bridge that's made of glass.
yeah.
No way
Those
I'd
are
ever be
so
able to do
scary.
that. Never.
I don't. Yeah, I don't understand why somebody would do that. Like, I hate bridges in general, dude.
Yeah. I'm
Especially
not.
with the ones that go over water. Oh my gosh. Because, like, that's combining two of my heights.
I
I'm
didn't think
afraid of,
you-
like, water, and
I
I'm
didn't
afraid
think
of...
you were like that afraid of those.
Dude, I hate water.
Do you
okay?
remember when we went to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got,
it
like,
wasn't
seasick on the thing.
Well, yeah, you got seasick on the boat number 1, which I was going to mention that earlier, but I forgot. And then there was somebody else on the bus that was like freaking out whenever we went over water too on a bridge.
Yeah, I don't remember who that was, but I think...
I remember who it was. I just can't say it.
Yeah.
'Cause we're not gonna say names.
Yeah, those trips were fun. I kind of miss those. But
Yeah. What? Ah, shoot. What did we do? We did Cleveland. That's like the only whatever. What other ones did we go on?
we didn't get to do any of them because of
No.
COVID.
I wasn't gonna go on the music trip anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
Were
I
you?
wasn't in any
Were
of
you
these
even in
classes.
music? Yeah.
Nah, but
Right.
like we were still gonna have like the Europe trip and then like
Yeah, the
senior
Europe trip, dude. The Europe trip would have been amazing.
Yeah,
The Europe trip would have been awesome. But no.
it was bad.
They're still. I don't know if have they technically canceled that yet, or did they just
No,
move it to like?
they just moved the date.
Yeah. What it was like.
I think it's like May now that they plan on
Yeah,
going.
I think it was May.
No way that's happening.
No. Yeah. No. Not happening. Which sucks.
But the it's stupid because like if you cancel, you like get your money back, but you only get like a certain percent of it
Yeah.
back, which was so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my fault there's a global pandemic.
Well, I don't know if I have 100% paid for all mine yet. So I hadn't actually paid for all mine when it said it got canceled.
Yeah.
So I got most of my money back.
Dude, I'm so tired. I don't know why.
Stay at partying last night?
Not even close, dude. I went to bed so early.
Do you have, so do you have any other fears other than heights or water or anything?
Just rejection.
Just Don't we all, though? Don't we
Feels
all?
bad.
The worst thing she can say is no. That is not true. That is the least true. The worst thing she can say is ew.
Or
I don't even know if
laughing.
that's right.
She laughs.
Yeah, if she laughs, it's terrible.
Or says like, hi TikTok.
What?
Hi TikTok.
Oh.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for our 4th episode of the Wasted Potential podcast. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. Make sure you check out the other episodes and keep telling people about this. Also look for like stories or whatever we're putting on our Instagram page. Make sure you're interacting with that so we can get an idea of what you guys want. And keep an eye out for some more YouTube videos and things like that.